Hey guys, welcome to Leetcode along. Now we'll be moving into binary questions, and this is actually a very interesting question. It's actually a pretty easy question if you understand binary. It's also called the Hamming weight. It's called number of 1 bits. It's also called Hamming weight. So let's go ahead and look at how this would work. You have to basically return the number of 1 bits in a given integer, so we have 32 bits. Let's look at an example, right? So 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Now, how do we identify what the last bit actually is? Is it a 1 or 0? We could basically mod it by 2. If we mod it by 2, we get 1. And let's say we had the other case, right? 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, 0. If you mod that by 2, we basically get 0. So that's how we can understand what the last element is. And that's basically the differentiating factor, and that's what we're going to add to the result array. But how do we actually shift it to the right after we check that? There's actually a CPU function in binary where we can shift it to the right or left. In our case, we have to shift it to the right by 1 every time we do this operation. And this is actually a CPU function that's built into most programming softwares. So it's basically 2 greater than symbols, a shift to right, and 2 less than symbols, a shift to left. So this would be what we would do. So just leveraging these two operations, we can solve this question. So let's go ahead and start coding this. Put the 0 to start with, while n is greater than 0, or we can just say while n, but say while greater than 0, result plus equals n mod 2 since we know the value can only be 0 or 1. And then shift n, so n equals n shifted by 1. And then we just return result. Now if you have to solve this using an AND operator, that's possible too. You just say n equals you would just say n equals n and n minus 1. And then we just increment result, because that basically brings n closer and closer to 0. It removes each 1 digit. And yep, let's submit it. Yeah, that works too. So these are the 2 solutions to the Hamming weight problem.